Yes, we're doing just a bit of work. As I get ready to I have a guest tomorrow, so we're setting that up. You got lost on the YouTube streets. You hitchhike your way here? It's okay, Cat. I'm always lost. As you know very well. We're not going to be super long on this live stream. We might read some poetry. Hey, Marlon.
And here's one of the most spiritual teachers in the world. Well, the week, it was Friday and Saturday were the workshop. That last night, I went to dinner with Gary and his wife at the Tower of the Americas in San Antonio. And there was about...
There we go. I don't know why I could not get that to pause. Because I'm technically deficient. All right. Poetry, spiritual passages. Hey, Dolly, thank you for the flower. Whatever you, this is today, supposed to have a guest this evening. He believes COVID maybe, or a bad cold. He's been doing some traveling, I believe from Norway back to the States. So he's not feeling well. So we're going to reschedule hopefully for next week. I do have a guest for tomorrow afternoon. She reached out, the Reverend Myron Jones. We're going to talk about the dark sentinels that are presented in A Course in Miracles. Spooky. You scared? Kat, are you scared? Hi, Anna. Hey, Jeff. The dark sentinels. You got to say it in the right way. I'm not saying it spooky enough. I'm not somber enough. So I'm setting that live stream up. I need to finish up. I got a bunch of stuff to do. I have yet to make any videos for the day. Jeff says, hey, Yogi, it's Jeff. I'm looking for a favor. I started a Kick stream. I've started on Kick streams. Now can I share my link? As in need some people to follow me, please. Of course, Jeff, definitely. Absolutely, my friend. I don't know what Kick stream is, to be honest with you. But hey, it's good stuff. Anna says, how are you this afternoon, Yogi? I'm pretty good, Anna. Anna, how are you? Marlon says, Miui evening to Kat. How are you, Marlon? Kat says, nope, not part of my wheelhouse. What? What is it? I can try being spooky? I bet you'd be pretty good at being spooky. Anna says she's good. So, wheelhouse. We talking about the title? The Sentinels, the Dark Sentinels, as mentioned in A Course in Miracles. So, Kat says, oh my goodness, Yogi, what are we talking about? The Dark Sentinels, as mentioned in A Course in Miracles, are the guardians of the ego. We create them, and we become very, very afraid of them. We become afraid to confront them. So that's what we are going to talk about tomorrow. This is streaming up, kick.com. So what were you guys talking about? Jeff, feel free to share. As long as everything's safe, we're cool. I have no idea what Marlon and Kat are talking about. You guys need to give me specifics. You know who you're talking to. I don't deal in abstracts. I need specific things. Chris says, feel so lonely. Well, hang out with us for a bit, my friend. We will provide some online company for you. How's that sound? Anything you want to talk about? Hey, Chris, do you like poetry? Do you have a favorite short-ish poet? Doesn't have or poem? Doesn't. I'm not asking you who's your favorite short poet. I don't know how tall these guys are, or women are. I believe Emily Dickinson was probably 7 foot 4 inches tall. She actually played basketball for Groucho College. Not many people know this. True fact. Anna says hi to Chris. Kat says nope. You're right. I'm wrong. I have those dark thingies mentioned, and of course, miracle protecting the ego at all costs unto the death. And of course, miracle protecting the ego at all costs. Nope, you're right. I'm wrong. I have those dark thingies mentioned, and of course, a miracle protecting the ego at all costs unto the death. I'm still confused. So, a dark sentinel is purely imagined. It is that which stands guard of the ego. It's our judgments. Give me a second. This is what the course says. The sentinels of darkness watch over it carefully. All right. The quiet light in which the Holy Spirit dwells within you is merely perfect openness, in which nothing is hidden and therefore nothing is fearful. Attack will always yield to love if it is brought to love, not hidden from it. There is no darkness that the light of love will not dispel, unless it is concealed from love's benefices, beneficiaries, benefices. What is kept apart from love cannot share its healing power because it has been separated off and kept in darkness. The sentinels of darkness watch over it carefully, and you, who made these guardians of illusions out of nothing, are now afraid of them. Would you continue to give imagined power to those strange ideas of safety? They are neither safe nor unsafe. They do not protect, neither do they attack. They do nothing at all, being nothing at all. As guardians of darkness and of ignorance, look to them only for fear, for what they keep obscure is fearful. But let them go, and watch what fearful will be no longer. What was fearful will be no longer. Man, I'm messing up. Hey, Evan. Evan says, hey, man, are you at peace? Very often I am, and sometimes I'm not. But here's the key. It's not important whether you are at peace or not. What's important is, do you have an isle of peace that you can return to? That you can return to almost in any given moment? Do you sense the underlying presence of peace, knowing that even this, and even this are serving a purpose? That if something happens that knocks you off course, you can ask yourself, what is this for? How I can hand it over to the Holy Spirit and say, show me what this is for. That's the difference. I often tell people, don't worry about being at peace or not being at peace. Don't worry about being enlightened or not enlightened. Just go through your life, forgiving one moment at a time. Something comes up, forgive it. Another thing comes up, forgive it. Just as it's safe, it's a bit like YouTube, but you earn more being a creator. Wow, awesome, Jeff. Nice. Yeah, shoot. Go ahead and drop your link if you want. And it says, where you watching from, Christy? Kat says, I'm just going to go hide in the corner. What's going on, Kat? You guys have totally lost me. Or maybe I lost you guys. Hey, Falcon. But I like the thought of being able to shine the light of the Holy Spirit upon that which stands guardian of those dark corners of the mind, and that we have these imaginary sentinels standing guard over them because we cherish our resentments, we cherish our grievances, we cherish our. Hey, Evan. Thank you, my friend. Evan says, thanks for all the help. Evan, you're welcome, my friend, always. I'm happy to. And it says, I'm so grateful and thankful to be here now with all of you. I am grateful and thankful that you are here, Anna, and to show you that. Is there a particular poem you want me to read, Anna? Hey, Kat, Evan wants to know if you are at peace. Duncan says, thank you, Anna. You are awesome. Anna is awesome for sure. So anyway, our friend Myron Jones, she's a minister from the Pathway of Light Course Miracles teacher for over 40 years now. That's the topic she wanted to talk about. It's the imagery she's been playing with. And because of the fact that we do, for whatever reason, want to stand guard over all the resentments and grievances and the judgments that we have made towards ourselves, towards others. Hey, Sniper. Greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. And it says, any of your favorite poems? Well, let me bring up Google machine. Anyone here familiar with Charles Bukowski? He was known somewhat as a darker poet. He was basically he was drunk for most of his life, gambler, bit of a fighter, and he wrote about what he lived. So he wrote about getting drunk. He wrote about gambling. He wrote about bars, dark places, and fights, horse racing, dog racing, all that kind of stuff. He also wrote a poem about a bluebird. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay in there. I'm not going to let anyone see you. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I pour whiskey on him and inhale cigarette smoke. And the whores and the bartenders and the grocery clerks never know that he's in there. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay down. You want to mess me up? You want to screw up the works? You want to blow my book sales in Europe? There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too clever. I only let him out at nighttime sometimes when everyone's asleep. I say, I know you're there, so don't be sad. Then I put him back, but he's singing, just a little in there. I haven't quite let him die. And we sleep together like that, with our secret pact, and it's nice enough to make a man weep. But I don't weep. Do you? Man, I was a huge Charles Bukowski fan in my own dark poetry days. We all been through it, right? We've all sat and written dark poetry. Hey, Buddha. Nice to see you, my friend. Hey, Joe. Joe, how are you? How are the reps going, Joe? Toy pups. Buddha is in the background. Feel dizzy. Sorry. Sending prayers, Buddha. Sending prayers your way, my friend. Hey, Tom. Hare Krishna. Tom, how did the roughing go? I don't know if you answered this morning, but I think I missed it if you did. Falcon said had some crazy dreams last night. Good Lord. What's going on with that, Falcon? Anna says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Hey, Lee. Pup says, Yogi, guess what? I'm so famous now. I have a music video by Raven and Miss Dolly. Okay, I'm done. So you can retire because you're famous. Hey, drop the link for it, Toy Pups. Tom says, great, a lot of fun. Hey, you didn't let the bad guy, you didn't let the villain cheat, did you? You didn't let the heel cheat. Did the villains, did the heels manager distract you? And when your back was turned, the heel hit the hero with a steel chair? Toy Pup says, bike drop. Joe said had to work a busy night. Had a busy night, had to work a concert last night. So it was a late night for you too? Falcon says, I dreamed an elite satanic culture bringing hell to earth, and I was fighting demons and winning. Well, I'm glad that you were winning. Tom says, can I get your autograph, Toy Pups? There is the link, guys. Go visit. Hey, Lady Sky. Lady Sky is eating lunch. What's for lunch today, Lady Sky? Toy Pup says, sorry, guys, I'm very famous now. I only talk emoji language. Sooner or later, we're all brought down to earth, back down to earth. Tom says, no, but I got hit and knocked out while they cheated. I knew it was going to happen. Tom, I tried to warn you last night. Tried to warn you, if you remember. Well, Falcon, thank you so much, my friend. Who do we got? Hiking with Jackie Boy. It's a good name. Kong and Spagate and Piece of Bread. PA Outdoors couple. The only one I actually know is PA couples. I have not seen them for a while. That's awesome that we got some different people, some people who might show up, maybe hang out with us. Falcon, thank you, my friend. You are much appreciated. Tom's laughing, says he called it. I did call it. I'm not new to the game, Tom. Sniper says, so kind, Falcon? Definitely. Flip Up says, well, new views. Thank you so much, Falcon. Hey, guys. Thank you for your gratefulness for our friend Falcon. Hey, Himalata. Good morning, my friend. Falcon says, love you guys. Love you too. Man, Falcon was up all last night battling demons and winning. Still has time to pop in today and do a kind deed. Love you too, Hamlata. Guys, make sure you support our friend Hamlata. There's some wonderful cooking. Flip Up says, Tom, how was wrestling yesterday? He got knocked out. Remember, he was roughing last night. bring up some more poetry. And it says, how did it feel when you woke up? Falcon, good question. Toy Pup says, how are you, Yogi? I'm good, Toy Pups. Here's a poem by Rumi called The Self We Share. Thirst is angry with water, hunger bitter with bread. The cave wants nothing to do with the sun. This is dumb, the self-defeating way we've been. A gold mine is calling us into its temple. Instead, we bend and keep picking up rocks from the ground. Everything has a shine like gold, but we should turn to the source. The origin in what we truly are. I add a little vinegar to the honey I give. A bite of scolding makes ecstasy more familiar. But look, fish, you're already in the ocean. Just swimming there makes you friends with glory. What are these grudges about? You are Benjamin. Joseph has put a gold cup in your grain sack and accused you of being a thief. Now he draws you aside and says, you are my brother, I am a prayer. You're the Amen. You are in eternal regions, yet worry about property here. This is a prayer of each. You are the source of my life. You separate essence from mud. You honor my soul. You bring rivers from the mountain springs. You brighten my eyes. The wine you offer takes me out of myself into the self we share. Doing that is religion. Rumi. Guys, throw out a poem if you want me to read something. Falcon says, pretty good, Anna. Came here, the same time I call it worried me a bit, but the demons were funny. Tom says, Toy Pups, it was great. Had a good time. So Tom, when are you gonna step in the ring yourself, non-ref? Tom says, is anyone AI available next to them or available in 30 seconds? I need a volunteer. It's a good question. Anna says, that's good. The dreamers were funny. They were like red Oni. Don't know what that is. Tom says, not sure, but you'll be the first to know. Hey, Superman. Saturday is Saturn's day. Well, that makes sense. Saturn's day. Am I reading that right? Saturn's day. Tom says, and Sunday is Sunday day. Is it? You gonna have a Sunday for breakfast to celebrate? Sniper says, Bill Gates. Superman says, credit to researcher Jordan Maxwell. I don't know Jordan Maxwell. Sniper says, could you read this, please, Eric? Go to your AI and ask. Combine all these one fluid, recognize hyper systemizing and code. I can see. Thank you, Falcon. Hey, Wessa. Give me a second, guys. You do not understand a single thing there, Sniper. High fidelity cognitive reconstruction. So I'm gonna, Sniper, I would have to fully concentrate on reading that, and I will after the live stream. I got it up, so we'll dive in. Ask AI what it means for the medical industry. Talks about the resin effect. Blueprint for diagnostic technology. Moving from taking pictures to reconstructing reality through data. Hey, Mustafa. I don't know what any of that means either, Superman. Eric would make a great psychologist, and if he put on a white coat, he'd look like a mad scientist. I need more hair on the sides to get that mad scientisty looking look. Hey, Michael. Michael, my day's going pretty good. How about you? Mustafa says, Eric, how are you feeling, my friend? I'm feeling good, Mustafa. This guy says, I'm here, Mustafa, just eating my lunch while listening to you talk. Oh, did you answer what's for lunch? I asked you earlier. I'm not sure if I saw you answer or if you answered. Yogi looks like Moby. You think so? I haven't heard that before, Tom. Wow. Tip says that's exactly what I have made. Awesome. So what's the next step for you, Sniper? Sniper says, Lady Sky, you're here. Tom says, haven't heard any so in a while, so I figured I'd say it. It's been at least, man, it might have been over a week since I've heard that. Michael says, going all right. Other than the fact that stormy weather, yeah, it's gloomy here. How's my body sore? I'm sorry about that, Michael. I do like red cabbage. And as a matter of fact, that's my favorite cabbage. You know you got one. Everyone has a favorite cabbage. Ask it for basic terminology. That's probably still over my head. As is spelling terminology. Raw brain power is what it says. I need me some of that. All right, so my guess is confirmed for tomorrow, guys. Tom says raw brain power is vegan. I hope so. Hey, Wheats. And it says I made a delicious red cabbage salad today. Nice. Every so often I buy red cabbage and I put it in my last meal for the day, my last salad for the day. Duncan says I like red cabbage and Savoy. I don't know if I've had Savoy before. Mustafa says, well, you should invite us, me and Eric, for a taste next time, Anna. I'm in. Olive oil, apple cider vinegar, salt, and a bit of sugar. Nice. It sounds really good, Anna. What other vegetables did you? Oh, there you go. What other vegetables did you have in it? I think the basic terminology is going to help, Sniper. Focus says, I love sauerkraut. Now, you recommended the sauerkraut that's not refrigerated, right? Michael says, I like fried cabbage. That's the only way I will eat it. Pip Up says, I'm back. Sorry, I had a call. That's okay. He says, I like cabbage on someone else's table. And it says a sweet and sour sauce. Hey, Antonio, you already have it. You are just unaware. Cabbage? Antonia, how are you, my friend? Mustafa says, so to pups, how you doing? Tom says, Toy Pups, when is it game night? Funky says, a good coleslaw is banging. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. This guy says, I get training here. These storms, Yogi. Can we do breath work? My anxiety, it's feeling high. Yes, we can do breath work. And it says, I cooked potatoes and had chickpeas as well, Yogi. Now that sounds good. That's right up my alley. I had very similar. My meal for the day, my main meal, my big meal. I got one more small meal after this live stream. That'll be the last thing that I have for the day. Uh, my main meal was steamed vegetables, kale, broccoli, lightly steamed, uh, and that serves as the bed. Then I have in my instant pot brown rice. Sometimes I do barley. Sometimes I do quinoa, but generally brown rice and cooked with lentils. A little over half a cup makes over a cup cooked. Um, and then I have some slightly roasted chickpeas served with that, along with a diced up sweet potato. It was good. Kat said, I do a poppy seed version of coleslaw. It's yummy. Interesting. Wheat says, Mary, ladies guy, we will do breath work in just a minute. Wheat says, when I was growing up in eastern Tennessee, I wasn't allowed to do the dishes if it were raining. So we had to pick another chore every week so my siblings wouldn't get jealous. Why? How come if it was raining, you couldn't do dishes? Falcon says, you can't have coleslaw because you're vegan. Mayo has eggs. But there's vegan mayonnaise. Falcon says, lentils with a screen. Not a fan of lentils, my friend, huh? Toy Pup says, yum, Yogi's subscription's down delish. It was good. I have it with turmeric or turmeric, depending on if you're weird or not. A little bit of black pepper, and sometimes sprinkling of red pepper, cayenne pepper on top. Tom says, I like mushy pea coleslaw. You don't really like mushy pea coleslaw. You just wanted to hear me say mushy pea. You wanted to see me cringe when I said mushy pea. Sniper says, just too many vegetables in one place for me. I'll take the potatoes, though. Do you eat potatoes, Sniper? Wheat says, my mom said if I wasn't willing to take the dishes out and do them to not waste water, she'd rather not have them done at all. Interesting. Is there enough rain coming down, though, that you'd be able to wash dishes in the rain or with the rain? Sorry, Pup says, love stuffed potatoes. What are you stuffing them with? Or are you saying you love stuffing yourself with potatoes? This guy says, Yogi, should make coleslaw. I'd have to buy vegan mayonnaise. I don't like vegan mayonnaise. So then I'd be stuck with vegan mayonnaise. That hardly seems worth the effort, does it? Focus says, love me taters. Cabbage is very healthy and not expensive at all. It is very healthy. You're right about that. Maddie, my friend, how are you? Maddie sent some love to Anna. Maddie, you going live this weekend? Kat says, hi to everyone, not reading chat. Gives us all a wave. Keep life simple, my friend. How are you? I agree, Anna. Sour face for mayo. I'm a mustard guy. Focus says baked potato with garlic, cream corn, and cheese. Should anything really be creamed? Guys, our friend No Frills, No Mercy. Did we get rid of an extra F? Says he's live in 40 minutes. Guys, our friend Maddie's going to be live. Time flies at the table. Hey, Huge. Maybe I've done that when I was a kid. Maybe. I agree, Lady Sky. Yup, mayonnaise. Toy Pup says wink, wink. What are we looking at? Maddie says, Puppy Mom and send some love. Life, my friend, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through it. Lady Sky said mustard. Now that's disgusting, Yogi. Wow. That felt like a dagger to my heart. I don't know if I've ever read anything on a chat that hurt as much as that statement. And you guys seen some of the stuff that people write about me from time to time, but that I know in time I'll get over it. I don't know when. I don't suspect it's going to be anytime soon. Spicy brown mustard is way better than regular mustard. I'm a Dijon mustard fan. Dijon, as we say. Cream root is nice. Sweet can be creamed. Anything can be creamed, but I see no point in creaming anything except for cream. Cream is already creamed. Do we need to take it a step farther? Huge Rod's almost gagged. I bet. Don't do that again. Rod says, how goes it? Your Rod is going pretty good, my friend. How are you? Next time you get that urge to pull those blankets up over your head, Rod, don't do it. Hey, Cassandra. Love you all. How is the day going? It's going good. Collect petrified mustard shavings for my Halloween decorations. Where do you find petrified mustard shavings? And it says La Motade Dijon. How did I do? La Motade Dijon. I probably sound like I was right in the south of France. Pip Up says, hi, Grandma, welcome. We love you. Life says, I also love Dijon mustard. We could be twins. Tommy Drama Wrestling. Tommy, how are you? Falcon says, I like wasabi too. I like wasabi. It can be tough. I haven't had it in a long time. Wasabi is like green, although I think it's food dye, right? To make it green. It's like Japanese horseradish times 10. Kamari, my friend, how are you? Tom says, Tommy Drama can get it. I bet. I bet. This guy says, grape upon mustard. Yogi, remember the commercial ads? I do. Pardon me. Pardon me, sir. Do you have any grape poupon? And it says a spicy sauce, Japanese sauce. Wheat says when the mustard gets old at the top of the container, it petrifies itself, so I scrape it off and collect it. Oh, and how do you use it? And a decoration. Wasabi is a sinus medicine. It sure is. Cassandra says, Yogi, I was at Sam's Club and I tried fish nuggets. They're pretty freaking good. Interesting. What brand do you recommend? This guy says, I'll pass on that then, Yogi. Wasabi too spicy for me. Yeah, you don't like spicy food, do you? Focus says true wasabi is much better than the stuff you buy at the supermarket. What about is it true wasabi that you get at sushi places? Maddie says wasabi dried chickpeas are an awesome snack. I think I've never had them before. I am a fan of chickpeas. I don't like calling them chickpeas though. I was almost hesitant to bring it up because if Skits was here, I would never hear the end of it. Cassandra says wasabi is not my thing. I don't like it. Anna, I've never had Marmite sauce. This guy says, no, don't much care for Yogi spicy food. Wheat says it's a very delicate procedure, requiring me to super glue stickers on the back, causing the sticker to face forward and add the flakes to the stickage part. Hey, come next Halloween. I hope you share it with us. Focus says, have you tried Vegemite? I have not tried Vegemite. Lots of B vitamins and Marmite. Am I saying that right? Sauce. So what is it, Anna? Thank you, Tom. Garbanzo. I prefer the Italian to the American. Cassandra says we're going to make a post, and I'm going to put the picture on there, okay? Let us know, Cassandra. I like hummus too, Lady Sky. Very salty. Let's see. I'm going to have to, oh, it's made of yeast. Back in my really young bodybuilding days, I used to put brewer's yeast in my shake that was recommended to me by the current Mr. Maryland back then, 1981. Man, it was a nasty concoction. Whole milk, a can of tuna fish with oil dumped in it, brewer's yeast, desiccated liver, raw eggs, tiger's milk protein, because that was the only protein that I could afford back then. Believe it had some other nasty ingredients thrown in. You blend it up in blenders that didn't work that good back then for that kind of stuff. And then you did your best to chug it down. You did your best to keep it down after you chugged it down. Wheat says, I love collecting garbanzo beans for my bean collection on the windowsill in my kitchen. Interesting. If I would call it a band, it might be called the Yeasty Boys because wheat. I say we start a band then, Wheat. Cassandra says, Yogi, what was the live late last night? We were doing I was live late last night. I was doing an Uber Eats with my mother-in-law. It was so cool. Nice, Cassandra. Awesome. What is late for you? How long did it go on? This guy says, "Ooh, Yogi, I just ate. Don't make me feel sick." What did I say that almost made you sick? Oh, my shake. My shake. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, Falcon, it was. But when you are I guess did I say 81? This is probably even earlier. This might have been 78, 79. So when you are 13, 14 years old, maybe 15, and you want to be a bodybuilder, and Mr. Maryland probably had 18-inch arms, said, drink this if you want to get big. You mix it all together. Your father looks on smiling. Your mother goes, don't drink that. You're going to be sick. But you chug it down anyway. Then you do your best to make it look like, hey, I enjoyed it. I did not fool anyone. It was bad. I'm not repeating that, what you just said. And the thing is, because, again, the blender doesn't blend everything. So you're drinking, and then you feel a chunk of tuna in your mouth, surrounded by milk and oil and desiccated liver and brewer's yeast, and you got to chew because you know you're not going to be able to swallow it. You should never have to chew any kind of liquid. Although, to be honest with you, there are benefits in biting down some forms of liquid that you're eating because it activates an enzyme. But you should never have to chew a chunk of something that you're drinking. Ever. Oh, yeah, that's pretty late, Cassandra. I was fast asleep at 12. Guys, don't forget to go hang out with Maddie. That was maybe 20 minutes ago. So he's got about 20 minutes and he'll be live. If you're lucky, you might get to hear Chloe laughing in the background. And if you're really, really lucky, you might get to hear baby Jordy laughing in the background. You might even get to see Jordy. Might even get to see Maddie holding Jordy. Tom says, chewy, milky tuna oil shake. Exactly. Can I get that? You can ask for it, Tom. You can ask for it. Just ask for the Yogi special and see what they come up with. So, Tom says they'll kick me out. Probably so. Tonight's going to be another open session. I mentioned our guest had to cancel because he thinks he might have COVID. We've rescheduled for next week. I get a guest tomorrow. I should have a musician coming up next week. Monday we have Miss Flipper. She is back in town. Hey, pretty boy. And Patty O'Neill Moss is coming back up. She is our resident therapist, Course Miracles teacher, student, therapist. She answers questions very carefully because, of course, she is not giving any medical or therapeutic advice, but she hopefully can point you in the right direction. There'll be a disclaimer letting us both off the hook. And I got another couple feelers out for some possible guests for next week or the week after. I'm really counting down the days until April 7th when Clark Strand, if you're not familiar with Clark Strand, go look at his book, Awakening in Darkness. I believe that's the title. It is absolutely awesome. And his wife, Perdita Finn. And we are going to be initiated into the way of the rosary as cultivating a connection with the divine feminine. Hey, Ellie, how are you? Focus says, you ever eat hemp seeds? I do. I mainly eat flax seeds, but every once in a while I'll switch over to hemp seed, or I will switch over to what's the other seed that's similar? I can't think of the name of it. I'm good, Ellie. Ellie, how are you? She says I'm not bad. Cassandra says you'll give the time changes tomorrow. Are you guys ready? I'm not ready. I'm ready because I'm ready to make some money. I'm glad that you're ready to make some money. And I hope it comes to you in droves. You deserve it, my friend. Chia, thank you. I don't eat quinoa seeds, but I do eat quinoa, which is a seed. And I do chia. Chia is very hydrating. I used to do a chia drink when I was ultra running. Yeah, I don't like losing that. I definitely don't like losing an hour of sleep, as I only get 4 or 5 anyway. Um, and I don't like losing the hour of daylight in the morning. Selma says, I see a hater here. That's okay, Selma. In the darkness of hate, we offer the light of love. What's it says? Love quinoa? Yeah, it has a really nice sort of almost like a nutty flavor to it. What's it says? Hey to Selma. Selma says hi. Back to what's it? So anyway, I was mentioning that the guests had to cancel way back when, and that means that we are open for tonight. So we'll do whatever. Maybe we'll do some more singing. We sang last night. It was fun. If you have not come up to sing, standing invitation, guys. Anytime there's not a guest, specifically on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, um, a song. No music, just come up and sing. We can't do music because we get copyrighted. Someone says, "What happened, Yogi?" No, nothing happened, Soma. Oh, with the guest? It's just not feeling good. Melissa says hemp parts are so tasty and healthy, but so expensive. Millet is excellent, for sure. So everyone should get a serving of nuts and seeds every day. What a serving might vary. If you read a serving on Berbazo nuts, I think it is like, is it a quarter of a cup? But that's a lot. A quarter of a cup. I read this to Kat the other day, and she said fascinating, but in a very, very, it really was not fascinating. Uh, you get like 1,500 something over the recommended daily allowance of selenium. So you really only need one bazonat a day or one every other day. So nuts, seeds, I cut down the amount of almonds that I eat. I do have just a little bit of walnuts in my last oatmeal for the day. Oatmeal is very good brain food, as good as fish. Tom says Dr. Greger says not to eat more than one large banana a week. So maybe I should cut down. Uh, I used to have 2 dates every day. Dates are wonderful for you. Dates are a superfood. So everyone should get some dates in. I had to cut down to 1 date a day. Dates have gotten real expensive. The last couple months, almost unaffordable. Hey, Princess, my friend, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you get back in the guitar, Falcon. Um, Everyone should get uh, some type of berry. Blueberry, blueberries, blueberries. Don't worry about the super berries. You know what I mean? The real super berry, blueberry, strawberries. I'm a big fan of blackberries. Falcon says nuts and banana smoothies are yummy. Some dates or sultanas. Man, dates are just an awesome food. Kat says YouTube is Yogi's main job. You can help support Yogi's ability to have a Zonat every day, not just every other day. Help support Yogi by getting membership. Thank you, Kat. Although I might cut down to one a week now. Tom says I have date syrup every day. I have a friend who won Vermont 100, the Vermont 100 mile race. think he won it 2 years in a row, maybe three. And one, he did nothing. He's a fruitarian. They actually call him the fruitarian. Um, and he also won Hurt 100, which is one of the toughest 100-mile races in the world. He 1 year he did it all on nothing but dates. I think it proved to be a little too much fiber for him while he was running. Slowed him down a little bit, but he's still fast enough to win. Plus, it says sunflower seeds have lots of selenium too. They do. There's another thing sunflower seeds are good for. I can't remember what. And it says hi to Red Bull Princess. Mulberries are good. Hey, Laura. Love sunflower seeds. Oh, but pumpkin seeds are really good for you. Pumpkin seeds might be one of the most nutritious seeds you can have. Oh, there it goes. Falcon says, I prefer pumpkin seeds. Me too. Flip Up says, super chat, or let it rain some gems on Yogi, guys. We appreciate you, Yogi. Thank you, Toy Pups. Pistachios. I like pistachios too. You know what? Don't overlook the down to earth, the good old fashioned, but often overlooked peanuts. Although peanuts are actually a legume. I wonder what other nuts that we call nuts are actually legumes. Peanut butter. See that? You can just say peanut butter. I don't even need to add anything to it. Just saying peanut butter fills me with joy. That might be my new meditation mantra. I might do away with my Sanskrit mantra and just say peanut butter and see if that leads to enlightenment. I suspect that by next live stream, I will either be fully enlightened or really hungry for peanut butter. One of the two is very likely to happen. We have a friend, our friend William Hart, was making his own nut butters for a while. All kinds of different stuff. I do like almond butter, and I should someday buy some almond butter to put in my oatmeal. That would be good. How come I never thought of that before? Cashews are seeds? I didn't know that. Wow. Why are they called cashew nuts? What is the difference between a nut and a seed? They're good for you. Cashews are nutrition-dense nuts that promote healthy heart by lowering bad cholesterol and blood pressure. Rich in magnesium, phosphorus, antioxidants, they support bone strength. Hey, did nuts go bad? Because I think I have cashews in my refrigerator, but they might be like a year, 2 years, possibly half a dozen years, maybe a decade. But did nuts go bad? They support bone strength, improve blood sugar management, two types of diabetic, type 2 diabetes, and aid weight management through satiety. I think I said that wrong. Healthy daily portion is about 15 to 20 nuts. Nope, that's too many. Good for the eyes, too. Yep, cashews are technically seeds, not true botanical nuts. They grow inside a kidney-shaped shell. Interesting. So I guess a peanut legume just didn't sound right. Pea legume. So they had to call it a peanut. They are botanically classified as legumes. They grow in pods. Of course, that makes them, unfortunately, a pea. So, we have covered all the nuts. Cassandra says, your shoes don't taste good? Oh, cashews don't taste good. It's like a weird taste. Cassandra says, I love almonds. Me too. That's probably my favorite. Especially with my salad. That's how I use them. I love almonds, covered chocolate, covered naked, you name it. Love it, love it raw, you name it. Me too. Yeah, almonds are definitely probably my favorite. Falcon says, please don't eat me shoes. They cost a lot. You can have my boots. They stink. Well, that's not a deal. Don't want your boots if they stink. I suspect that your shoes probably stink too. No offense, Falcon. If your boots stink, I'm, pretty sure your shoes stink too. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. I got a few things to do. We'll be back. Come on by, hang out, sing a song, coming up and do a dance, do an impersonation. And I love you. I'll see everyone later. Hopefully, guys, I'll see you over at Maddie's. No F's, no frills, no mercy. He is live probably any minute now, if not live already. And I will check him in before I go and do my own last meditation for the day. Love you.